Hi there, this is Dr. Angus Pike here, founder of What Actually Works, where we help people to get well and stay well. And today I'm going to share with you an incredibly simple but a wonderfully powerful strategy to help strengthen your body. And that is, I want you to spend more time in bare feet. From a very early age, our feet have begun to become deconditioned. They've become weak and out of balance. And I think the reason that is from a young age, they're thrust into shoes which are often ill-fitting and almost all the time in poor function as well. You see, there's been this assumption about our feet that there's something wrong with them, that they need incredibly supportive shoes. And let me give you an example here, because this is something that you might be able to relate to. If you've ever broken a limb, when we break an arm, for instance, and we put a cast on it from top to bottom there, within a matter of weeks, what starts to happen is the muscles start to shrink and the joints start to begin to degenerate. They stiffen up and they literally become gluey and stuck from there as well. And that's within just a matter of weeks after that arm going into the cast. When we pop our feet in shoes, to a smaller extent, the same things begin to happen. The shoes limit the natural motion of the foot, the normal movement that the foot is meant to have. And as it begins to limit that normal movement, then what starts to happen is muscles start to weaken. Joints start to become out of alignment. And as those joints become out of alignment from there, then as I've said beforehand, like the tyres on a car, when they're out of balance, they wear and tear much faster. You see, we've been told that our feet are weak and we need strong supportive shoes, that our feet either roll in too fast and we're flat through the arches there, which we call pronation, or they roll out too much, which happens less often, which we call supination. And so we have fancier and more expensive shoes coming out on the market all the time. Well, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think that in almost all cases, those shoes are causing more damage than they are causing good from there. You see, each time we get ourselves in more and more supportive shoes, we weaken the muscles more, we weaken the joints more, and our feet therefore naturally flatten more. With healthy feet, with healthy joints in there too, and with muscles working, that's what helps to hold that arch in that position. So what I'm going to start to encourage you to do is I want you to spend some more time in bare feet. Now, there are cultures around the world that stay in bare feet all the time. Now, not surprisingly, they have very little feet problems. We're lucky enough to have a family holiday in Fiji most years. And when I look at the Fijians' feet from there also, then I see these beautiful feet, lovely arches through them, and great spread toes. You know, there's none of these nasty bunions or bent toes that we see on many of our feet nowadays. And not surprisingly, when I speak with them, very few of them have any kind of feet problems also. So when you start to move into bare feet, then understand that you're going to need to take this slowly as well. The more time you spend in bare feet, particularly to begin with, you may well get some soreness in the arch of your feet, across the Achilles, the back of the legs and the calves as well. So that's normal. Some foot massage, some soaking your feet in some nice warm water from there, and then rolling perhaps over a rolling pin can be a fantastic thing. Excuse me. In fact, if you have real feet problems, then on my website, whatactuallyworks.com.au, then I have a complete foot rehabilitation program there for you to start to get your feet moving the way they're meant to. And that's a fantastic way for you to release a lot of those problems with your feet and lower legs. In fact, feet problems don't just affect feet, they do affect knees and low back. They can even affect kind of neck and headaches and stuff I've seen over the years also. So spend some time in bare feet. I spend a lot of time in bare feet. In fact, I do quite a bit of my running and my sprinting in bare feet, and I do just about all of my gym works in bare feet also. In fact, I often use a thing called Vibram 5 fingers. So they're a funny pair of kind of bare feet type shoes, little fingers on them. I'll let you know that they are really quite unattractive. They're certainly not a fashion item, but functionally they're fantastic. And my feet have never felt stronger since I started spending more time in bare feet. So there's a tip for the day to help you kind of strengthen your body from the ground up. So our foundation is so important. If we have a poor foundation, then we can't expect to build strong walls and a strong ceiling from there as well. So time in bare feet is a fantastic thing. Now, just a side note, thongs don't equal bare feet. In fact, thongs are worse than that. We have to then scrunch our toes up to hold the thongs on. So if you're having small periods of times in a thong, then that's okay, or flip-flops or jandals as they're often called, depending on where in the world that you're listening to this as well. So small periods, but please don't be having long periods of time in thongs. They really do wreck your feet. So this has been Dr. Angus Pike here, founder of What Actually Works, where we help people to get well and stay well. So This video has been part of a group of 20 videos that I put together that answer the frequently asked questions that I've had over the last 15 years on how do I need to eat, move, rest, relax, what do I need to do to build my ultimate body, to live the life of my dreams. And you'll find all of those videos at www.whatactuallyworks.com.au. So that's whatactuallyworks.com.au. We'll see you soon.